Stop taking shit from people who don't do shit. You know those people who really haven't done anything with their life, don't have any goals, don't have any dreams, and still somehow manage to give you, quote unquote, constructive criticism. Yeah, those people who don't do shit and still manage to give you shit. They tell you shit like, you can't do it, you're doing it wrong, this is how you do it. Yeah, stop taking shit from them. And I'm not even talking about this obvious negativity, I'm talking about the subtle things as well. The jokes, the doubt, the small reactions you get from people when you talk about your goals that you want to achieve. All care, concern, humor, they say. But it starts affecting you. It starts affecting you. Because psychology says humans are wired for belonging. Your brain would rather feel safe than be right. So you rather stay in the group than risk rejection of growth. This is why when people close to you start questioning your ambition, your growth, your change, something dangerous begins to happen. You start negotiating with your own potential. You stop training. You start not talking about your goals as much, not because you don't want to tell them, it's because you don't believe in them anymore as much. Not because you're weak. You're not weak. Your own nervous system is trying to protect that connection. But are you really valuing their opinion because it's valid, or it's because you fear losing them? People who aren't growing feel subconsciously threatened by people like you. People like you. You try to grow every day, despite shit like this. You put in the effort to make a change. And that reminds them of what they are not, which is scary. This is where the problem kicks in, because growth creates comparison. Comparison creates discomfort. And when that discomfort kicks in, that's when they slowly pull you back, gently. They say shit like, you're overthinking it. You can't handle constructive criticism. And it's not that deep. It's not that deep, they say. And it all sounds caring and wonderful. But when you can't distinguish between who truly cares, who wants the best for you, and shit like this, you start internalizing it. And when you start internalizing it, you start doubting your own potential. You start doubting your own decisions. You're not confident at all anymore. Those decisions that you were once so confident about, gone. Not anymore. You start confusing external discomfort for personal failure. And that's how people start abandoning the things they love. Not from one big criticism, not from shit like, you can't do it. It's from these small emotional cuts. How do you break the cycle? How do you not fall into this trap? Ask yourself, when some guy gives an opinion you didn't ask for, ask yourself, have they earned the weight for their words? If they aren't living a life you want to live, why are they guiding your decisions? Because not every opinion deserves your mental space. Not every opinion deserves psychological access to you. You can understand someone's insecurity and not absorb it. And when you understand and have a grasp of all these things, you address the core problem of this, the fundamental problem of this. You stop needing validation. Stop explaining to them. Just don't tell them. Stop trying to convince them. You don't owe them anything. Yeah? Set your boundaries and keep it there. Because emotionally healthy people don't argue with resistance, they simply outgrow them. And the hardest truth that I learned about this, when you dive a little more deeper into this topic and you start doing the things I just said, you realize it's so easy to do it. It's so easy to ignore it when it's random strangers you have never met. When it's some dude leaving some hate comment, it doesn't matter. You don't care. But it's those people you see every day, surround yourself with, when they start doing it, that's when it truly gets hard. That's why I emphasize the fact of being able to distinguish between who really cares and who doesn't. So you don't confuse genuine concern. So if you feel misunderstood while trying to improve your life, this doesn't mean you're on the wrong track. It simply means you're growing. It's actually proof that you're growing. You don't need to hate anyone for doing the shit. Just stop outsourcing your self-worth to people who aren't doing the inner work themselves. Subscribe, bro.